Hello everybody. I'm getting ready to fix me some dinner and I thought I'd bring you along with me. First off, I've got some squash here that I picked out of the garden that I'm going to wash. I tell you what, it's hot and muggy outside after all the rain we've had. And then it's up in the 90s today. So it's real humid outside. I'm fixing a real southern meal. And as I said, I've got my little compost bucket here to put all my vegetable scraps in. I've got my onion out of the garden that I'm going to cook. And I always chop up onion in my squash when I fix it this way. I just like old southern style fried squash. Sauteed squash or whatever you want to call it. And what I'm going to do is put some oil in my pan, and that is olive oil. I got the jar right here because last time I needed olive oil and I didn't have it out. My jar, my little bottle was empty. Go ahead and turn that burner on. And I'm just going to dice it up a little bit. You notice I didn't even get my cutting board. I'm just going to dice it up a little bit, put it right in my pan, because it'll cook basically all the pieces, so it doesn't matter how you cut it. But I like it battered and fried, and I love it this way too. Now I'm going to cut up my squash. And as long as the skin is tender, I leave the skin on. If I come across one that's kind of tough, I'll just peel that skin off of it. But I just kind of slice it down the middle and then just slice it right over the pan. Cuts out having to use the cutting board unless you got a whole lot to cut up. And I got another one here. This one, the skin might be a little bit tough on it, so I'm going to go ahead and peel this one. Most of the skin off of it anyway, but peeling. It's all going in the wrong place. That's good enough. It's got a little bit on it still, but that's all right. And the seeds in these are small yet, so I can just cut the whole thing up right in there. I am going to get a little bit of garlic. Probably about a half a teaspoon. crushed garlic. I'm going to put salt and pepper. I'm going to go ahead and put onion powder. And garlic powder in it too as well. I'm going to turn it down a little bit. And let that be cooking while I get my chicken going. I'm fixing 2 chicken breasts. Put a little bit of olive oil in there. And I got them right here. I had them, they were frozen. Individual breast. Oops. Didn't turn my burner on. And I'm going to lay my breast right down in there. I'm cooking 2 breasts because I've got potatoes and the squash that I'm cooking, so I'll make 2 meals out of it. Get all this squash peeling in the compost bucket. Now I'm also going to fry me some potatoes. Remember those new potatoes I dug in the garden? I'm going to fry them. And this time, they're already boiled. I brought them in and washed them up, cleaned them up, and I boiled them. And I'm going to try a couple of them with the peelings on and see how they do. And if I like them that way, I'm going to leave the peeling on. And if I don't, I'm just going to take the peeling off. Because usually I peel them before I cook them. But somebody told me they always left the peeling on their potatoes, the new potatoes that they boil, when they fry them. And they said that the peeling gets real nice and crispy and they like them that way. So I'm going to try them. I don't know if I like them or not, but that's the way I'm going to try them. Now, I'm going to put garlic salt, not garlic salt, but just garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper on my breast here, my chicken breast. And I'm going to cover them and let them cook. I'm going to turn the burner down a tiny bit because I don't want them to burn. In the meantime, I'm going to get my potatoes going. Like I said, I'm going to try the first batch with the peeling on them, I think. I might take a couple of these big ones and slice them in half the long way and leave the peeling on. Just see how they do. I wish I'd have cut those because that's a little big. I don't like my taters quite that big when I fry them. I'll leave that one whole. Yeah, I'm going to see how they do with the peeling on them. Looks like I've got to get me some more paper towels up here. But this is a country meal here, y'all. And I should have brought me in some greens and stirred up some greens too. And I might do that because I've got some in the freezer I can take out. And that'll give me greens too. Let's see all these little tiny potatoes I'm going to put in here, and I'm going to leave them whole. Might put a little bit more oil in there. Because I want them to come out nice and crispy, if possible. So we'll see how they do. And I've got my dish over here with some paper towels to put them in when I take them out. But this is a quick, easy meal here. And I wanted something a little bit different. The cowboy cornbread casserole is really good, and I ate it 3 times yesterday. I ate it the day before. But I wanted something different for dinner tonight. I can always eat the rest of my casserole in a day or so. Or like I said, I did freeze part of it. I put 1 container in the freezer already, and I might put a little bit more in there. I don't know yet. But anyway, I need my fork. Here's my fork. Yeah, I'm anxious to see how they turn out fried with the peeling on them, because I've never really fried them with the peeling on before. I've always taken the peeling off. But I'm all up for new things, you know. All up for new things. But I love yellow squash pan-fried like this, or sauteed in a pan like this. It's really good. Got some oil on that. And I always love to take the small new potatoes, boil them, let them cool off, and then fry them like this. They are so good. So good, y'all. But I did thaw my chicken out. It was in the freezer, so. Yeah, I've been outside putting out ant poison around my yard to keep the ants from eating me alive. Packages of Chinese cabbage in there. Let's see what I got up here. I could take out to cook with that. Oh, let's see. That's blueberries. And here's some cooked mini greens. Put them in this bowl right here. Keep them from falling in the sink while I get this bowl rinsed out. cut this bag off of these greens because they're frozen. They just fit the bag and I can't slide them out. So I'll just cut the bag off of them. Or try to. Because I'll probably have more greens to put in the freezer before the summer's over if something don't kill the greens I got growing in the garden. Whew. I should have run some water on it, I guess. There's ice on the outside of the bag and it's keeping me from getting the bag off, or getting the greens out of the bag, put it that way. There, now they're in there. I'm just gonna put my greens in my microwave, because they're frozen solid, and put it on defrost until it gets them defrosted. Let me get over here to my microwave. There we go. So this is going to be a real southern supper, y'all. A real southern supper. I'm hoping we're not getting any more rain. They only said about 20% today, so far it's not rained. I don't think it will. Get these flipped over if I can. But they're starting to brown a little. What did I do with my knife? I think I put it in the sink again. That's good. I got another one or two of these potatoes I'm going to cut in half. The long way, because they're a little bit too thick. I like them kind of thin. It's starting to brown a little bit, so I'm going to put the lid on these and let them steam a little bit to make sure they get nice and tender. Need some of that water to boil out of that chicken. I think these potatoes are going to be really good. But that's going to be a southern meal, y'all. I've got chicken breast cooking. I've got sauteed squash. I've got fried new potatoes going. And I got greens in the microwave defrosted. So they're going to be heated up. So that's 4 items for dinner tonight. Chicken, squash, potatoes, and greens. That's about as southern as you're going to get. I'm just not going to fix the cornbread because I try to cut down on as much bread as possible, and I don't fix cornbread for every meal. And I've been eating a lot of the cornbread, you know, in my cornbread casserole, my cornbread cowboy casserole that I fixed. But you can fix any kind of bread. I mean, you don't necessarily even have to have cornbread. You can fix garlic bread, any kind of bread you want. Yeast rolls, any type of dinner roll. It's all good. I guess I always like to peel my potatoes to fry them because that way I could tell if they were fried or not. Right now it's kind of hard because they're, you know, they just get a little darker color. But I am sure they're going to be good. I'm going to turn my chicken over. And I'm going to let it kind of cook and let it brown a little bit because I'm going to make a little gravy with it. Some little chicken gravy. I like to pour gravy over my taters. Get these little bitty ones out if I can. Yeah, this one I should have cut in half probably. I can possibly still do it. There you go. Don't want to cook that too fast. Those are going to be good, y'all. Check over here on my chicken. It's starting to brown on one side. I need a little bit of the brownness in the pans to make my gravy soak. And I think my squash is pretty much done. It's all good and tender. I'm going to turn that off. Put the lid back on it. Woo. Put that over here. Turn that burner off. Turn the front one on. And move my chicken up here. I gotta try one of these taters if I can find one that's cool enough to put in my mouth. Woo! That's hot. Woo! Mmm. It's a little hot, but it's good. And you get the taste of the peeling in there too, which, you know, the peeling in your potatoes have a lot of your vitamins and nutrients in your potatoes. I mean, in your peeling. Those potatoes are good, y'all. Give me another little one that might be cool enough. Mmm. Almost like eating a French fry. That's good. You know, I think I'm going to let this front burner cool off. Put that back there where it was, because you can still see it. Those taters are going to be something good to eat. Oh my goodness. You know, I don't usually have enough garden space to grow a whole lot that I can freeze a whole lot of food or either can a lot of it because I don't have that quantity. But oh my God, it's so good to be able to eat fresh stuff in the summertime, right out of the garden. I mean, sometimes, you know, I have enough peppers or tomatoes that I can can, but not very often. because I usually eat them as they come out of the garden. I either make BLTs or I fix spaghetti sauce or meatloaf with a tomato sauce. I do something with my tomatoes that I eat them all summer. I don't usually have very many to freeze or can, but they're so good when you got them. Okay, I'm going to take my chicken out. My chicken is definitely done. And I'm going to make me some gravy. Not much gravy, but I'm going to make a little. And put a little bit of flour in there. You got to cook your flour. Cook your flour in your grease. Let it burn. Not burn, but brown. Y'all, I've lost my mind. I said let it burn. I meant let it brown. Let it brown. You might have to put a little bit more grease in there, oil. In my case, olive oil. To brown it. And I've already got seasoning in there, so I'm not worried about seasoning. Just let your flour brown a little bit. And then put in some water. And it's just that easy to make you some gravy. Like I said, I don't need much. Might have to add a little bit more water because you want that flour to cook a little bit. You want the flour just to cook a little bit, that flour's cooked, because you don't want it to eat raw flour basically. See, you've already got your seasoning in the pan from where you fried your chicken because you seasoned your chicken. So you really don't have to add anything except the flour and the water. Check on my greens. They're getting there. Go under the camera. I'm going to go ahead and turn my gravy off. Put the rest of my potatoes in here. Looks like I'm gonna need me a big plate for dinner. Not a little one. I didn't salt those. I'm getting some of my taters out. Get me a piece of chicken. Get me some of my squash. But see, when I brought my potatoes in the other night, after I harvested them, I went ahead right then and washed them real good. And I put them in a pot and I boiled them. And then I just put them in the bottom of the refrigerator to keep them until I got ready to fry them. That way the potato itself is already cooked. And all you do is fry it till it's brown, and you're good to go. I'm going to put a little bit of salt on my potatoes over here because I didn't salt those, it just come out. I salted the ones that are out already. As soon as I get my greens done and these potatoes browned, be ready to eat. Oh, that's a good one right there. I gotta put that one over there. I gotta put that one on my plate. That just looked too good. And what I usually do is cut my chicken up. You can see right here. I usually cut my chicken up and then I just cover it in gravy. And sometimes I just cover my potatoes in gravy too. I mean, this comes apart. It's so cooked, it just, you try to cut it, most of the time it just comes apart. Let me check on my greens. Oh yeah, they're good and hot. Get some of these greens and put them on my plate. Because they're already cooked. I cooked them before I froze them. That way when you take them out, all you got to do is heat them up. And you got yourself your greens all ready to go. Don't need that anymore. Whew. I like to get my taters good and browned. I didn't get the first one as brown as these are, but they're real good to get them really good and brown. Go ahead and get some gravy, I think, on my taters. See that little bit of gravy? That's all I needed. I mean, there's enough gravy there to eat for 2 meals if you're just going to put it on your chicken and your taters. And I can go ahead and just put a little across my potatoes, or taters as most people say. And then I got gravy for the other meal when I eat the other piece of chicken and the... I feel like I got a spider web on me. Let the other side get a little bit browned. I'm going to go ahead and put some salt on those other potatoes that I just took out. Because I like to salt them down when they're right out of the grease. That way the salt kind of sticks to them. But here's my dinner, y'all. Let's see. I want you to get a good look at it. But here's my dinner. Don't that look good? Y'all can enlarge your picture. But, oh my goodness. Dear Lord, bless this food I'm about to eat and bless all the YouTubers out there. Amen. Let's taste some of this squash. Sauteed squash. Y'all take a bite. That is good. Good, good. Get me one of my fried potatoes with a little bit of gravy on it. Y'all take a bite. That's better than French fries, y'all. And how about some chicken with gravy on it? Take a bite. That is good. And I got mini greens already cooked. All I had to do is heat them up. Have some greens, y'all. Y'all, this is good. I can't tell you how good this is. We just have to try it. But you can see, I got gravy. And I've got enough squash over here for another meal. I got my plate full. Yeah, I got my plate full. And you can see right here, I've got gravy, I've got potatoes, I've got squash, I've got greens, and I've got another piece of chicken breast right there. I can eat that tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to eat all that tomorrow. I'll still have potatoes and probably squash and greens left, but I can eat it for another meal another time and just add it to it. So, there you go, y'all. There is my dinner. Chicken breast, fried new potatoes, squash right out of the garden, mini greens right out of the garden, and chicken breast with gravy. So easy to do. Try it. You'll like it. I think you'll love it. And we'll see you on the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos. Love y'all. Have a blessed night. Bye now.